What's up, guys? Got a dinghy here, and today I got a review on the Object 277, if you couldn't tell by the intro. So we're finding ourselves on Abbey for this match, and I'm going to go to the 1-2 line, which is the typical area that you go to in a heavy tank. A little bit of hold down cover using the small ridges in the landscape, which would be a great spot for this tank since the turret is very, very strong. I have not been pinned in it in a pub match. And I say that because I went into team training, and there is a little bit of a weak spot which I'll go into here in a little bit. But my overall experience in the 277 has been very positive, actually, as opposed to the 705A. The damage rolls seem to be a little high, as opposed to the 705A, which roll a little low, effectively giving you a better gun than the 705A has with about the same alpha. There's only going to be about a 30 hit point difference. So this is the spot that I wanted to go to, and a little love tap from the back for a French TD who wants to go out in the open. I try telling him to stop. He actually does right here, which in my opinion is a very bad idea to do, especially with that tank. You're in the open, there is arty, all of your frontal weak spots are exposed, but he doesn't seem to care. No, auto-lock, tried to auto-lock on a light tank, but for some reason it did the 140. I did the auto-lock because he was side-on. It was pretty much an easy pen, so I didn't really have to aim. But he gets chewed up a little bit, falls back after he dumps his clip, and I pull forward to cover for him. And I try and hit the weak spot of the 140, missed my shot. He shoots my tracks but does not track me. Now here the 34 is going to shoot the weak spot I told you about, the little cupola, which you can see here. Right behind the spotlight, the biggest one on there. It's actually quite small, very, very hard to hit, especially if the tank is moving. It does have 224 millimeters of armor, so it will be penned by even tier 8s if RNG blesses them with a direct hit on that. But it's not something you want to shoot at unless the enemy you're shooting is sitting perfectly still and you have just a short range to shoot from. Now the Type 5 I see starts to push up, so I'm going to use the cover of this corner to hide my approach to get a surprise shot into the 140, but he does manage to pen me. Nice reaction by him into the upper plate, I believe, but I return fire and do a little bit more damage. 34 shoots the Type 5 again. Now take a chance on this shot and shoot the upper plate of the 140 since I didn't want to overexpose, and our French friend is back to help us out some more. He starts getting shot by the side, I'm sorry, the middle of the map. I'm going to use my mobility real quick to get around the Type 5 and get the kill shot on the 34. Freeing up the Type 5 to push forward. I try and get a shot on the 277, but he pulls forward. And I notice that 140 wants to try and poke around the corner, so I take him out real quickly while the 277 is reloading. The Type 5 pushes up again, and I shoot the 277 in the upper plate, but it bounces. You can see here where the glow is, that's where I hit. And it is a 250 pen, so my pen actually low rolled on that, and I was fairly confident in the pen on that, so I was a little surprised that it didn't go through, but no problem. I'm a little hold down right here, so I feel safe to sit and take a shot, but the Type 5 sticks his sumo butt right in my face, denying me of the kill shot for that, which will in fact hurt him here in a second. So I try to kill him, but the Type 5 does. However, mistakes were made, and he ends up dying regardless. I shoot the underplate out of instinct. That was a very poor decision by me. I should have shot the upper plate. I may have had a chance with my AP round to go through it at the angle that he's at. But I switched to my heat rounds. I side scrape off the dead Type 5 because this actually has really nice side armor. more than the 705A, in fact, by 10 millimeters. The Foch sets him on fire, allowing me to get the kill shot. The charioteer puts one into the back of me, who was shooting him from the middle earlier. So I load my HE, try and tell the heavy that I was reloading to prevent him from getting killed. But I was a little bit late in doing that, and he dies anyways. So I'm loading my HE, and I fall back to the dead tank thinking he's going to push, but he didn't. So I stop, aim my shot, hit him with HE. Artie takes a shot at me with him. Both miss, and I hit him for over 630. A little bit of a low roll for the HE rounds. No problem. I finish him off with another HE and immediately turn back to the base, which has been defended by a Leopard 1 for quite a while. Didn't really have time to mention that. But he did excellent work, whoever he was, holding them out, allowing the last of us to go back and help defend it. Now, even though I am pretty far away, this does have very, very nice mobility on hard and medium terrain. Soft terrain's a little iffy sometimes. But anyways, I am using it to get back to the base as quickly as I can to take out the 103 that is trying to cap. Now I want to stay up on this ridge to give me some hard cover for not only the Artie but the 103 as well. The Luva has basically the same idea. I try and find a shot, don't really have one. I can't really tell what I have a shot on. I'm going to go ahead and work on this E4 that's coming towards me. Wait for him to turn the corner. I try and track him, but I aim a little bit high, and the shell goes high as well, only damaging him. You know, he hit me for about 500, 530, something like that, so he either massively low rolled or he is using HE. So I'm going to side scrape, because I'm not sure which one. He hits me again, definitely HE on that one. E100 hits him as well, and then I take the kill on that, allowing both of us to work on the 103 that's trying to cap, with 1 minute left on that. And wait for him to get spotted. I turn the corner. I am targeted, so I quickly fire without really aiming too much, since I am one shot for him. And then I go ahead and side scrape again, something that you really want to get into the habit of doing on this, because that upper plate won't bounce too much unless it's at an extreme angle. Now he disappears. I take a completely wild shot. Did not know anything about what I had a shot on, what I didn't, and I fortunately got the kill on that. Very lucky on my part indeed. And then I go to the corner I wanted to be at, take out the enemy 277 just after the Artie fires, and actually I believe he did hit the E100, putting him down to I think 150 hit points or something like that. So now we're going to go take out the Artie, using our good mobility once again to get down to the southern ridge at, I believe it's H3, to hopefully try and spot him, because I know generally where he was shooting from at the K5-ish area, over by the K4 ridge, or the mountains rather. You know, I was looking at my my Discord channel for a little bit there, so don't mind that rock climbing scenario going on there. Now this is also a really good spot to defend your base if you're on the south spawn, because you can spot the flag and have a little bit of cover from the hilly terrain right here to get hull down in. So I'm going to go up right to the edge slowly, looking to see if I can spot him. He's not there. So either he has gone towards me or he's gone to the other side. So I'm going to clear out section by section where I think the Artie might be. So I'm going to go to this ridge as well, see if I can spot him, or at least proxy spot him. Nothing there, so I'm going to go over to the flag. Now, I have been at the 1-2 line the whole time, so in case he is waiting for me to shotgun, I'm actually going to go to the middle to hopefully catch him off guard. And since the E100 basically went through the middle of the map, that also helps eliminate where he might possibly be. He would either be still at base, waiting to shotgun, or he has gone up to the 8 line to try and get away. So I'm going to stay off the flag so he doesn't know where I am, and make my way to the little crater that's at the border of the map where Artie generally likes to sit in, which is, as I'm looking at it now, right up here. There's just like a little path you can climb up. If he's not there, the only other option he would be, if he's still at base, is on the opposite side of the flag, about the same distance of where I am now. He's not there, so I'm going to turn around and check out the other spot. As the E100 continues to search for him in the middle, looks like he's actually going up the road there. Now pay attention to where he is right now, and remember that, because that's going to be important to showcase the mobility of this tank. And real quick, I'm just going to check the corner right past this spot here. Sometimes you'll see an Artie there, sometimes you won't. It's kind of an old spot people don't really use anymore. And someone wants me to cap, but I don't want to do that. I want damage. I like damage. Damage is good. So he's not there. So that tells me he is either on the 8 line or heading towards our flag. Now the E100 is checking the courtyard right there. So that eliminates any small chance that the Artie would be hiding up there. Now I'm going to run up the 8 line. And this right here will really showcase the mobility of it. Our base starts getting capped, so obviously he is there. Now I do not want to actually go up to the B8 area to get shots, because he may be waiting for me. I don't know what the E100 is going to do just yet. I'm actually going to go right to the right of the E100. Wow, he's at 12 hit points. And I can spot our base from there as well. Or at least get shots on it if the E100 made it there. But he goes down from the Artie. You know, I've got about 25 seconds until he is reloaded, so I'm going to try and as fast as I can without slowing myself down too much by that rock. Get up on here to try and spot him out. Which unfortunately I don't, because the branch of the tree in front of me is blocking my vision, giving him the camo I needed. As soon as I clear out from there, I'll spot him. Now with the reasonably good aim time of the tank, I can aim in without him having a chance to shoot me, and I immediately go to the right, not just to use the rocks for cover, but it will increase the bloom of his aimer to decrease the chance of him hitting me. Now he's on reload. It's a win. It's a guaranteed win, so I'm just going to go up. He knows it, so he's just rushing towards me to try and get the ram. To mess with him a bit, I shake my turret. No, not going to happen. And I get the kill shot, putting me at 8 kills, 5,400 damage, plus the blind shots that we had. And just a very, very small amount of assistance. Earning us 48,000 silver, 5,700 damage in total, an ace tanker, and a Radley Walters medal for the 8 kills. Now, before I started playing this regularly, the 705A was my favorite heavy tank that was released in 4.7. After playing it, hands down, this is my favorite. The main reason for that is, oddly enough, just the fact that the 705A gun low rolls almost every shot. I have had some battles where about half of them were low rolls, but that was on a good RNG day. Usually I see about 550 a shot when the average damage should be 650. Now during this battle, I actually added up all the shots I took and averaged out what my average roll was, excluding any kill shot. So it's just straight full damage rolls. And what I came up with is 506 as an average when the average is supposed to be 490. And that is also excluding the HE round that I put into the charioteer. If you'd like to see some more live gameplay of this tank, I do play it somewhat frequently on my Twitch streams, which I do every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. I will leave a link to my Twitch channel in the description. There you'll be able to see a countdown schedule, which should be automatically calculated to your local time zone. If there's any questions you guys have about this tank, feel free to leave a comment, or you can join my Discord channel, which I just created. Link to that will also be in the description of this video. It's an open link, never expires, and all of you are welcome to join if you want. Also, don't forget to check out Clone Guy 72 in Space Bandit on their YouTube channels. Links, as always, to their channels will be in the description as well. Until next time, I'm Got a Dingy, and I will see you later.